G. Now some examples related to ratio and proportion. First is, what will be the fraction whose ratio with 1 upon 27 is equals to the ratio of 3 upon 11 and 5 upon 9. So I hope the question is understood to you. We have to find the fraction value whose ratio with, we have to find one fractional value whose ratio with 1 upon 27. It will be equals to the ratio of, again we are given with two terms, one is 3 by 11 and other is 5 upon 9. So we have to find the ratio for this. Let x be the ratio. We are assuming that x is the ratio. Now according to the given condition, we are given that x is to 1 upon 27 is equals to 3 upon 11 is to 5 by 9. So I hope that you know how to write x a is to b. A is to b can be written as a upon b. So we write it as x upon 1 upon 27 equals to 3 upon 11 whole divided by 5 upon 9. So after solving the terms, after getting the cross multiplication of these two terms, we will get the value of x as 1 upon 55, right? Next question is, what number has a 5:1 ratio to the number 10? So we have to find the number. We have to find the number with 10 whose ratio is 5:1. Okay? So we are equating, let the number be x. So 5:1 will be equals to x is to 10. After solving this equation, we will get the value of x as 50. Next example is, if a is to b equals to 7:5 and b is to c equals to 9:11, then find a is to b is to c. So we have to find the value of a is to b is to c. So first of all, given that a is to b equals to 7:5 and b is to c equals to 9:11. So how we will find this a is to b is to c? First of all, we will make the term b common for both the equations. How we will do it? G. We have to find this value. For this, we are to find the value of a is to b is to c. How we can find it? See, these two values are given. A is to b equals to 7:5 and b is to c equals to 9:11. We can write it as a is to b and b is to c because we have to find this ratio. For this, this term must be same. How we can make it same? First of all, the ratio a is to b. This is 7:5 is to 9:11, right? Now we have to make this ratio same. How this ratio can be made same? If we multiply this term with 9 and if we multiply this term with 5, then these two terms will be same. So multiply left hand side with 9. 5 into 9 is to 9:5 divided by 11 is to 5. It will be 7 into 9 is 63 divided by 5 into 9 is 45. Similarly, 9 into 5 is 45 divided by 11 is to 5 is 55. So these two terms are same. It means that we can write this ratio as the value of A is 63, the value of B is 45, and the value of C is 55. So this ratio is, this is 63 is to 45 is to 55, right? Next is, the ratio of two numbers is 2:3 and the sum of their cubes is 945. The difference of number is, we have to find the difference of number. How we can find it? First of all, let the two number, as we are given the ratio, this is not, if when we are given with the ratio, it means that there is some It can be some more number. So we can write 2:3 in the form of 2x and 3x. Let 2x and 3x be two numbers. Now the condition is sum of their cube is 945. Right? Sum of their cubes means 2x the cube plus 3x the cube. We are given with this condition that the cubes of two numbers and their sum. If we cube the two numbers and get its addition, then we will get 8x the cube plus 27x the cube. And its solution is, and its whole sum is 945. So 8x cube plus 27x cube will be 35x cube. So we get it as x cube is equal to 27, implies that x is equal to 3. So we get the value of x is equal to 3. Substitute the value of x in 2x and 3x. When we put x is equal to 3 in 2x, the first number will be 6. 2 into 3 is 6. And the second number will be 3 into 3 is 9. So two numbers are 6 and 9. And at the end, we have to find the difference of the numbers. It means that 9 minus 6 will be equals to 3. So the difference of the numbers is 3. Next is the sum of two numbers is 40 and their difference is 4. What is the ratio of the numbers? So we are given with sum of the two numbers is 40. Let the two numbers be x and y. So according to the given condition, we will be having x plus y equals to 40. The second is the difference of the number is 4. It means that x minus y equals to 4. After solving these two equations, as we are having two equations and two unknowns, we can solve these two equations. After solving these two equations, we will get the value of x as 22 and the value of y as 18. So we are to find the ratio of the two numbers. So the ratio of two numbers will be x is to y, that is 22 is to 18, or it can be 11 is to 9. Okay. Now, very important question. We generally find this type of question in many competitive exams. In a bag, there are coins of 50 paisa, 25 paisa, and 1 rupee in the proportion 5 is to 6 is to 2. If there are in all rupees 42, the number of 25 paisa coins is. देखो बेटा, what we are given with a bag in which we are having coins of 50 paisa, ठीक है, and 25 paisa and 1 rupee. No doubt we don't find these types of coins nowadays, but still we are given with this such type of question, and they are in the proportion of 5 is to 6 is to 2. It means that these values are not exact, but these are in the proportion. This is 5 is to 6 is to 2. That is 5 times any value किसकी है 50 पैसा coins की. Similarly, 6 times some value is 25 paisa coins. Similarly, 2 times some value is 1 rupee coins. Now he said that if there are all rupees 42, if we add all these terms, we get rupees 42. See, we have coins in the form of paisas, ठीक है, and we are given with the total amount of rupees 42, and at the end we have to find the number of 25 paisa coins कि हमारे पास 25 paisa coins कितने हैं, हमें वो find out करना है. तो how to solve these type of questions? First of all, देखो बेटा, you make such table, one for ratio and second for coins. Ratio, let it be 5x, 6x and 2x. Similarly, coins कितने हैं 50 पैसा, 25 पैसा and 1 rupee है. We are doing the question in the form of paisa, so 1 rupee can be written as 100 paisa. Coins count कर रहे हैं ना हम पैसास में, so it will be written as 100 paisa. Now he is saying that all in the total in 42 rupees. So again 42 rupees can be written in the form of paisa, that is 4200. So multiply ratio and coins with each other, means 5x into 50, it will be 250x. Similarly, 6x multiplied by 25, it will be 150. Similarly, 2x multiplied by 100, it will be 200x. And the addition of all these terms is equal to 4200. From this equation, we can find the value of x, and the value of x will be 7, right? If we find the value of x, it will be 7. At the end, we had to find the number of 25 paisa coins. Now see, 25 paisa coins, how much coins were there? The ratio for 25 paisa coins was 6x. So 6x, substitute the value of x in 6x, we will get 6 into 7 equals to 42. It means that we have 42 coins of 25 paisa. Okay? So you have to solve these types of questions in such a way. Next is A gets 3 times as much money as B gets. B gets only rupees 25 more than what C gets. You are getting the point? A gets 3 times as much money as B gets, and B gets only rupees 25 more than what C gets. The 3 gets rupees 675 in all. Find the share of B. Okay? We have to find the share of B. First of all, write the given conditions in the form of equations. A gets 3 times as much money as B gets. Okay? So A, the value of A will be 3 times B. Next condition is B gets only rupees 25 more than what C gets. C को जितना मिला है B को उससे 25 ज्यादा मिला, तो मतलब C की वैल्यू B से 25 कम होगी. It means that C equals to B minus 25. The 3 gets rupees 675 in all. ठीक है? It means that A plus B plus C equals to 675. Substitute the values of A and C. The value of A is 3B. B will remain as it is, and the value of C is again B minus 25 equals to 675. As we have only one equation, so we can find only one unknown. So we have substitute all the values in the form of B. And then we have to find the value of B only, right? So 5B, solving this equation, 5B equals to 700, and the value of B will be equals to 140. Okay? Next is the incomes of 2 persons. G. Next question is the income of 2 persons A and B are in the ratio 3:4. If each saves rupees 100 per month, the ratio of their expenditure is 1:2. Find their incomes. See, expenditure will be equals to income minus saving, or income is equals to expenditure plus savings. ठीक है? इनकम जितनी होगी उसी में से जितने खर्चे होंगे, और जो सेविंग होगी वही उसी में से होगी. So expenditures is equals to income minus saving, or income is equals to expenditures plus saving, or savings is equals to income minus expenditure. So first of all, we are given with the incomes of 2 persons A and B are in the ratio 3:4. Again, I am repeating, beta, 3:4 is in the ratio. This is not exact value. So first of all, we write it as in the form of 3x, 4x like this. Here we are using P. So income of 2 persons A and B are in the ratio 3:4. So let us suppose that the incomes of A and B be 3P and 4P. जो यहाँ पे 3P है, 4P है, this is the exact income of A and B. If each saves rupees 100 per month, ठीक है, save हो रहे हैं rupees 100. The ratio of their expenditures is 1:2. Find their incomes. First of all, expenditures is equals to income minus saving. So expenditure of A and B is क्या होगी? 3P minus 100 and 4P minus 100, because 3P is the income and saving is rupees 100. Similarly, expenditure of B will be 4P minus 100. Now its ratio is in the form of 1:2. Ratio of expenditure is given. This is 1:2. So take these two inequality, because we are taking the ratios of the expenditure. 3P minus 100 divided by 4P minus 100 is equals to 1:2. After solving these two equations, you can cross multiply these two terms. Solving these equations, you will get the value of P as 50. So P is substituting the value of P in 3P and 4P. After substituting the value in 3P and 4P, you will get the incomes as rupees 150 and rupees 200, right? Next question is, the ratio of the ages of Anil and his son at present is 7:3. Okay, present age is given 7:3. Again, this is not the exact ratio. These are just ratios. This is not exact value. The ratio of ages of Anil and his son at present is 7:3. 6 years hence, 6 years means in the future, after 6 years, the ratio of ages of Anil's wife and the son will be 2:1. Find the ratio of the present ages of Anil and his wife. Okay. So first of all, let the present age of Anil and his son be 7x and 3x years respectively. Let the present age of son's mother be m years. So according to the given condition, क्या कह रहा है condition में? That 6 years hence, the ratio of the ages of Anil's wife and the son will be 2:1. After 6 years, the age will be m plus 6. Okay? After 6 years, the age of mother will be m plus 6. Similarly, after 6 years, the age of the son will be 3x plus 6. And its ratio is 2:1. From this, we can see we have one equation with two unknowns. We cannot find this value. The ratio of the present ages of Anil and his son's mother is 7x upon 6x plus 6. But we cannot find its unique solution as we don't have the sufficient equations to solve the equation. Right? Next is, the ratio of two natural numbers is 5:6. Two natural numbers are given and the ratio is 5:6. If a certain number is added to both the numbers, the ratio becomes 7:8. If the larger number exceeds the smaller number by 10, find the number added. ठीक है? क्या दिया हुआ बेटा? The ratio of two numbers is 5:6. If the ratio of two numbers is 5:6, let the numbers be 5:6. After that, if a certain number is added to both the numbers, one certain number is added to both the numbers, let the number be k. The ratio becomes 7:8. So what will be the ratios? 5x plus k divided by 6x plus k equals to 7/8. Solving this, we will get the value of k as 2x. Okay. Now it is saying that if the larger number exceeds the smaller number by 10, larger number exceeds the smaller number by 10. We have the numbers as 5x and 6x. Obviously, whatever may be the value of x, 6x term will be largest and 5x term will be smallest. ये बात समझ रहे हो ना आप? तो यहाँ पे कंडीशन क्या दी हुई है कि if the larger number exceeds the smaller number by 10, मतलब 6x minus 5x is equals to 10. So we get the value of x equals to 10. Substitute the value of x is equals to 10 in the equation of k equals to 2x. So it will be 20. So we had to find the number which should be added. The number was k and we get the value of k as 20. Next is, the ratio of incomes of Chetan and Dinesh is 3:4. Again, we are given with the ratios of incomes of two people, Chetan and Dinesh. The ratio of their expenditures is 5:7. If each of them saves rupees 200, find the incomes of both. Again, the savings of Chetan and Dinesh will be, what will be these? 3x minus 5y and 4x minus 7y. So according to the conditions, they both save rupees 200. So 3x minus 5y equals to 200 and 4x minus 7y equals to 200. We have two equations and two unknowns. Find the values of x and y. After finding the value, we will get the value of x as 400. So substitute the value of x equals to 400 in the given ratio. So we get the incomes of both, that is in the 3x and 4x. 3 into 400, it will be rupees 1200. 4 into 400, it will be rupees 1600. Next question is, if twice of a number is thrice of the same number, then find the ratio between two numbers. Simple सा question है बेटा. Simple statement is given, direct statement is given. If twice of a number is thrice of the same number, ठीक है? Let the numbers be a and b. If 2 times a is equals to 3 times b, then find the ratio between the two numbers. Then the ratio between the two numbers a to b will be 3 by 2. Take the terms opposite to the both the equations, you will get the ratio. And the last, no. Next question is divide 600 in the ratio 2:3. We have to divide 600 in the ratio 2:3. So let the exact terms be 2x and 3x. We have divided rupees 600 into the ratio 2:3. So it means that 2x plus 3x is equals to 600. Solving this equation, x will be equals to 120. So the division of 600 will be 2x. 2 into 120, that is 240. Similarly, 3x, that is 3 into 120 will be 360. The last question. In a library, the ratio of number of story books to that of the non-story books was 4:3. First of all, we are given with the ratio that in the library, the ratio of number of story books to that of the non-story books was 4:3. So write in the ratio story books upon non-story books. This is 4:3. Next is, and the total number of story books was 1248. So substitute the value in the numerator. 1248 divided by non-story books. This is equals to 4/3. Solving this equation, we will get the value of non-story books as 936. After that, he is saying that when some more storybooks were brought, the ratio becomes 5:3. Some more storybooks were added to the given books, and the ratio becomes 5:3. Again, the ratio of storybooks to the non-storybooks is 5:3. Previously, we had the storybooks as 1248. We add some new books. Let the addition of new books be x. So 1248 plus x upon non-story books. We had already found the value of non-story books. This is 936 and its ratio is 5:3. So solving this equation, we get x is equals to 312. Thank you so much, Beta.